You did a double take, right? Pauley Perrette forever, etched in our minds as the quick-witted lab maven with a heart of gold, just unveiled a photo series that feels less like a promo and more like a living exhibition. It's bold, it's artistic, and it's absolutely intentional. Stay to the very end because the closer pulls the entire concept into sharp, shimmering focus. We first met Pauley as the scene-stealing brain in a black tee, stacking evidence with a grin and a zinger. Off-screen, she's long been candid about life, advocacy, animals, and creativity. This new gallery folds all of that into a single thesis. When you direct your own image, you can turn style into statement and vulnerability into voltage. Frame 1. An industrial loft washed in afternoon light. Exposed brick, ribbed steel beams, scuffed wood, underfoot, the kind of space that tells its own story before a camera turns on. Pauley steps into the set wearing a sculptural high-waisted skirt and an astonishing suit of hand-painted body art that reads like a moving fresco. Crimson spirals, gilded filigree, and subtle matte shadows create the illusion of drape and depth. Hair sleeked back, gaze steady, posture grounded, she looks less posed than poised. The painter's strokes follow anatomy, not trend. The effect is protective, ceremonial, and fiercely modern all at once. The lens shifts closer for the second sequence, a velvet settee, a pool of soft light and design that reveals the craft without tipping into spectacle. The metallic pigments catch and release as she turns, each micro-movement throwing a new highlight along collarbone and shoulder line. She leans on one elbow, crosses her legs, and lets a half-smile do the talking. This is the magic of restraint. Nothing shouts, so everything speaks. Fans pick up on it instantly. Walking artwork editorial without ego. I grew up watching her. This is evolution. The comments aren't just about appearance. They're about intention. People are responding to authorship, to the feeling that every element, palette, pose, texture has a reason to be there. So how did this come together? Pauley partnered with a body art veteran whose work sits at the intersection of classical form and contemporary technique. They storyboarded like filmmakers, color arcs, light direction, tempo changes. The palette nods to antiquity, carmine, ochre, gold leaf tones, while the application is ultramodern airbrush for the whisper, brush for the statement, sponge for the soft fade. The team chose a raw space on purpose. When the environment is honest, the art looks even more alive. Between shots, the room runs on low laughter and high craft. Music hums from a tiny speaker. Someone powders a bit of shine on the bridge of the nose while the painter fine-tunes a gilt filigree along the shoulder cap. Pauley shakes out her hands, drops into a gentle spinal twist, then resets on her mark with a quick, let's try the three-quarter turn. It's performance and process braided together. The styling pivots to refined minimalism, tailored trousers, a structured belt, and an architectural cape that frames the body art like a museum mount. The cape lifts on a breeze from an open window. The pigments below glow without glare. Lighting stays soft and directional, edge light for definition, fill for truth. Makeup mirrors the theme. Skin that looks like skin, a grounded satin lip, liner that sharpens the eye without pulling focus. Jewelry keeps to a whisper-thin hoops. A subtle cuff-sew line and light remain the stars if one moment caught your eye, the brick and gold opener, the velvet composure, the cape-framed portrait, the black box turn, or that blue hour close drop, your favorite below. Tap, like if this breakdown sparked ideas, and subscribe for more deep dives into image making where confidence is the headline and craft is the byline. Until next time, where your story beautifully, deliberately, and on your own terms.